Well, to shed more light on this, we have the pleasure to have with us over the phone our dear guest, Dr. Tarek Sayed Tawfiq, former director of the Grand Egyptian Museum. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Well, Dr. Tawfiq, now we're counting the days until the official inauguration of the Grand Egyptian Museum on the 3rd of July. So could you give us an idea to what step or what stage until now the museum have reached, and during the inauguration on the 3rd of July, would all the halls would be opened and available?
This project has taken now 25 years to complete, and generations have really played a big role in order to present this new fantastic museum as a present from Egypt to the world. What we are awaiting now on the 3rd of July is the highlight of the museum,
Yes.
which will be the two galleries that will be hosting the artifacts of King Tutankhamun. And the world is awaiting this really with impatience, because for the first time Egypt will be showing the complete Tutankhamun, which means until now only about 1,800 pieces from what was discovered inside the tomb was on display. But in the tomb, about 6,000 pieces were discovered. So for the first time, all of these 6,000 pieces will be displayed, so that the guests will be able to rediscover the tomb of Tutankhamun like Howard Carter did over 100 years ago.
Yes. Dr. Tawfiq, we'd like to shed more light on the opening or the inauguration ceremony. We know that it is going to be kings and presidents of the whole world are going to be invited for this grand event, and also the inauguration ceremony is not going to be only for one day. It's going to be extended for 10 days. Give us an idea about the opening ceremony.
Actually, it is Egypt which is inviting, and it is none.
Yes, doctor.
It is not only Egypt that's inviting, but it's also the glamour of Tutankhamun that is inviting. So the guests are coming, and lots of heads of state have already approved and announced that they will be participating in this big event. And I'm proud to say that it was my idea to have an inauguration celebration that goes on for 10 days.
Yes.
In order for this celebration to really give a big revenue for the museum, in the sense of making a lot of publicity, and also giving the country financial revenue in all sectors that are related to tourism.
Yes. Yes, actually, Dr. Tawfiq, it's a great idea concerning extending the inauguration ceremony for 10 days that suits or goes parallel with the how great this event is, and for the Grand Egyptian Museum, which is Egypt's gift to the world. Actually, I would like to go closer to the pieces and the monuments that is inside the Grand Egyptian Museum. Of course, the collection of Tutankhamun, King Tut, and also which have already toured a number of countries in exhibitions and show case in several countries like London, like the United States, like in Paris, and also the collection of King Ramses II. Actually, I'm asking about these collections because people are going crazy, you know, the whole world, not only in Egypt, are going crazy with King Tut and King Ramses II.
These kings are great ambassadors for Egypt. Wherever they go, they attract thousands of visitors who queue up to visit these exhibitions. And once they visit these exhibitions, they start having a kind of Egyptomania, and many of these visitors then decide to come and visit Egypt to see more of the splendor of Egypt. So these exhibitions that tour the world are actually a kind of appetizer that makes the world come to Egypt, and it helps Egypt achieve its goal to double the number of tourists within the near future. So this is very important, and of course the new galleries of King Tutankhamun will allow for a totally new experience of this collection, which makes it much more understandable concerning how the ancient Egyptian royal court looked like 3,350 years ago.
Yes. Doctor, of course, Egypt is the land of civilization, of heritage, the land where everything started in this world. And actually, the Grand Egyptian Museum would encompass a large number, thousands and thousands of pieces. How does the Grand Egyptian Museum would change the map of tourism in Egypt, or add a lot for the map of tourism in Egypt?
The museum is the largest museum in the world now that will be showing artifacts from one civilization, which is the ancient Egyptian civilization. And it does not only provide a huge number of pieces for the visitors to enjoy, but on the other hand, it also preserves these artifacts in a fantastic way, and provides maintenance for these priceless artifacts in a fantastic way. And the priceless pieces, together with the great architecture of the Grand Egyptian Museum, will be attracting huge numbers of visitors, because we provide for different needs that the visitors have. So not only enthusiasts about ancient Egyptian history come, but also enthusiasts about world architecture come to see the Grand Egyptian Museum.
Yes. Doctor, analysts and tourism experts say that while touring the Grand Egyptian Museum, if you stand for 1 minute in front of every statues or monument, it's going to take you 1 month to tour the whole museum. What's your comment on this?
1 month is not enough.
Not enough, yes.
And we really encourage the visitors to become repetitive visitors, especially our dear Egyptian visitors. So this museum, as I have said when I was still director of the museum, this museum is not built in the first place for foreigners, but it's built in the first place for Egyptians to welcome their foreign guests.
Yes. Yes, Dr. Tawfiq, also the location of the Grand Egyptian Museum situated near the newly inaugurated Sphinx International Airport and overlooking the iconic, of course, the iconic of the three pyramids in Giza and the Sphinx statue also. And also the renovation and restoration work that took place in the area there, and the streets and the bridges, everything around the museum. Give us an idea about the location and the state efforts in order to renovate the renovation work that took place in the streets there.
The Egyptian state has really planned this project in a very grand way, not only planning the museum, but planning also the surroundings and putting into consideration that a new airport is just about 40 kilometers away, and very wisely it is an international charter airport, so guests can come with affordable flights to enjoy the Grand Egyptian Museum and the pyramids that are just 2 kilometers away. The location of the museum was chosen in order to harmonize with the pyramids of Giza, and that there is a kind of an architectural connection between the museum and the Great Pyramids of Giza. And in order to be able to welcome huge numbers of tourists, the whole infrastructure around the Grand Egyptian Museum had to be upgraded, and Egypt has invested a lot in this upgrade in order for the visitors to have a great visiting experience, starting from being able to access the museum, and then also having new infrastructure, new hotels around the area in order to accommodate the visitors of Egypt.
Yes, Dr. Tawfiq, the state also took into consideration every detail in the Grand Egyptian Museum, thinking of if a family is visiting the museum, if this family have kids, there were halls that were made for the kids in order to explain for them the Egyptian civilization in a simplified way. So give us an idea about this.
Again, I have to say this museum is built by Egyptians for Egyptians in the first place. So we have a children's museum, and this children's museum is as big as the halls of King Tutankhamun. In order to welcome there school classes, and the exhibitions are harmonizing with the curricula of the Egyptian schools. So the Egyptian students are really brought nearer to their identity, to their ancient roots. And of course, this allows for them later to be able to understand and enjoy the thousands of pieces
Yes.
in Egyptian museums
Yes.
much better.
I thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your valuable information. Dr. Tarek Sayed Tawfiq, former president of the Grand Egyptian Museum in Egypt. Thank you very much for joining us over the phone. And with this, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the end of this episode of our program, Cairo Local Time. My name is Amal Mukhtar. Thank you for watching.